you're watching from. But if you're in Ohio, if you were at the Nascent Pro yesterday, let me know in the comments. And of course, wherever you're watching from, let me know. I'm always interested. I love traveling, and I've been to almost every spot in the USA, doing my last state this week. So as you come in, please let me know where you're watching from. And I want to let you know that today is the day that I show you exactly the easiest way to guerrilla market your skin classic. There are a lot of you out there that have a skin classic, and maybe you get stuck a little bit on how to market it. You see lots of fancy posts on Facebook, maybe emails, not from me, but other people, and you feel like that's what you need to do, but it's not really what you need to do. Our target audience. Hey, Audrey Ray from New Hampshire, chilly here too. It snowed in Boardman yesterday during our event, so it was cold. It's really cold here too, but I'll be going to Alaska this week, so I imagine it's going to be even colder there. So when we're marketing the Skin Classic, it can be a super easy process. Back in the day, we used to guerrilla market whenever we had a new procedure, a new office. We knew what to do, but we've gotten too fancy and we've gotten too social media into it. So I want to show you certain ways that I know work. I know they work because they have worked for me. And if you want the slideshow that I have here, because I'll have some slides, I'll have some video. Also, I'm going to give away a marketing video customized to your office or studio, so that you can pop it up for Instagram or Facebook, or put it in an email, embed it into your website. So if you want the slideshows, just in the comments below, Boomers, Boomers, and I'll go ahead and make sure that you get this slideshow at the end of the presentation. And I have another prize too. This prize is kind of cool. I know some of you guys have seen it, and I'll tell you right now. So if you want one of these Got Skin Tag pins, which is super important in marketing, I just received some, so you'll be able to get those. Just in the comments, say Got Skin Tags. I know a lot of you already have this pin, but if you don't have it, you may want it, because this is part of my guerrilla marketing strategy. So that's great. And just in general, I'm going to pick a winner for another prize. You won't even have to put anything, comment next to your name. But if you want to be picked and you're watching, I know a lot of you watch. It's so funny. You tell me, Steph, I watch your videos all the time, but I don't really comment. Well, if you don't comment, you can't win. So comment, say hi, just tell me where you're from. You don't have to give me your social security number or anything. Just let me know you're here, because I do like to know that people are watching, and many people do watch on the replay, but you can't get the prizes on the replay. Hey, Amy. Oh, Got Skin Tags. Okay, so people want that. It is very, very cool. Okay, so let's talk about marketing. Let's talk about why baby boomers, it's obviously obvious with the Skin Classic why they would be our target market, right? But there's also reasons why these boomers are the best clients. And I want to go over that with you. Now, if you want to make a lot of people happy with your Skin Classic, you will, because the baby boomers have everything we want to treat with the Skin Classic, for sure. So let me just get this party started a little bit. This is the giveaway alert. So I want to give away a set of my suction-free microdermabrasion tips. I'm going to show you this video, how we use it. And at the end of the broadcast, I am going to pick someone, and we're going to get it shipped to you. I love these things. I use them. They're very versatile. Besides using them to polish up the skin, I also use those to, say, polish up while I have numbing cream on the skin. It helps to open the skin a little bit more to allow the numbing cream, if I'm doing a microneedling, sometimes a Skin Classic procedure. I very rarely use numbing cream on Skin Classic, but if I do, I do use these, and you've seen them in the video. They're really wonderful. If you go mobile and you don't want to drag a microdermabrasion machine, they have 3 tips. So you could do 3 procedures without cleansing or soaking in between. So they're very cool. Let me get myself a little smaller here. And I love these things. Yes. So, hey, Wendy. Yes. Wendy Woodside from Chicago. Wow. She treats a lot of people, and she treats a lot of boomers. Let me go ahead here and show you this video how I use the microdermabrasion tips that are in my store. I retail them at $89. Okay, so somebody's going to win a set of these today. I really like them because when you're doing those procedures out of the office, they're so easy to take rather than your microdermabrasion machine. And also, even if you do microderm like I do, sometimes I get a client that has rosacea and maybe I don't want to really use the suction on them. I just grab that and I lightly go over the skin because they still need to be a little bit exfoliated as well. So you can use a really light touch with it. I really, really like them, and they can be used on wet skin as well, maybe with a mask on it, and actually get that in there really well. So somebody's going to get those at the end of the day. Hey, Violet, how are you? Violet is a new Skin Classic nurse out there, and hope she's loving her Skin Classic. So, okay, let me go on here. Whoop, nope, stop that. Okay, so here's a typical video, and when you get the slideshow, you will be able to copy this link, unlike you did in the group yesterday. I don't know why, I guess because it's a private group, but here this video is, and you'll be able to use this. It's a generic Skin Classic video, and I like this because you see what really sells is before and afters, and most of these before and afters are of mature skin. So I think what I'll do is, you can see, yeah. So these are attention getters, and older folks have these issues. Our baby boomers have skin bags, brown spots, broken capillaries, lots of Morgan cream spots, keratosis. So this is what people will identify with. So this is what you're really going to need to show people. And you can obviously get the slideshow. Make sure you put in boomers with the slideshow at the end, or maybe my sister was quick enough to do it boring, but you'll get it. And maybe you can develop a little slideshow for your people on your Facebook page. Mature audiences have always been my number one goal here. And so even a little slide like, stop that here. So mature audiences, yes. So when I post my pictures, say on my business page, I might say warning containing life-changing procedures. Those life-changing procedures generally are skin classic, but they can be microneedling. They can be any of your procedures where you have a great before and after photo. So your baby boomers need to see proof that you can actually do these procedures, whether they're photos from your vendor like me, or maybe your other vendors with skincare lines and things like that. Make sure that you're using them and not just regular old stock photos. Even if the lighting is a little different, it's more believable. Baby boomers want to see real stuff, not gorgeous, beautiful pictures that they really can't imagine themselves, but the pictures that they see, like I just presented in that slideshow. So that's super important, I think. And let me know during the broadcast if there's any questions that you might have that are important. Now, I love my baby boomers for a lot of reasons. I love young people too. Young people are great, and I love treating them. But my baby boomers so appreciate what I do for them even more. So the young people, and I'm not blanketing this on all the young people, but young people can be a little bit more persnickety, demanding, late, and they want to make a deal. So you might get them to say, I'm sorry, I'm late. I got here as soon as I wanted to. Well, guess what? Those mature clients are generally a little early, and they're always on time. So you can count on them to be in your books and stay there. Now, if they need to change their appointment, they're the ones that are going to call ahead of time and let you know. The young population doesn't always do that and see the very importance of forgetting about an appointment. So your older folks will definitely do that. You will love the timeliness of them. And let's see here. So what happens with our population of the baby boomers? Baby boomers don't, and or maybe have not always sought out your services or anyone's services. Why? Baby boomers are getting older. They've been taking care of their families. Their kids have been in school, soccer, high school. They're saving for college. They're saving for their weddings. So they have all of these constraints on them money wise, where they may not feel like they have that disposable income to spend on themselves. But what happens is all of a sudden, one day, they wake up, they look in the mirror, they're not having to spend the money or go run here or there, and they get a little upset. They're like, oh, holy crap. What happened? I think maybe all of us older people, we do the same thing, And how did it happen? It's just life. It's just how it happens. So they start to seek out ways that they can make themselves feel better about themselves. And now they have a little bit more disposable income so that they can give up their dollars for their faces or whatever they're coming to you for. And let me just see. And if there's any questions, oh, good. I'm so glad you love that. And Brenda, you love yours. Awesome. And hey, Leanne, how are you? So very cool. Let's see. Next slide. So they say to themselves, I get a lot of the women in the office, they've had some lumps and bumps and they don't know how they get them, but it's just age related issues like keratosis, cherry angiomas, things that get raised. They start to feel them, skin tags. And not only that, but they all have husbands. So somebody asked me just last week, you probably don't treat a lot of men, do you? I treat so many men. Not really because I'm advertising to them, but because they're wives come in, and when their wives know what it is I can do for them, then they're dragging their husbands in, they're making an appointment for them. So that's why I treat a lot of men, and that's why you should be treating a lot of men too when you ask your female clients, hey, if your husband has any of these and if they bother him, let him know. I can treat them very easily for him. And then that doesn't always mean that they need a facial or anything like that. Just come in, get them treated, and get them out of the office. So that would be kind of a fast Skin Classic procedure. And very grateful too. And so they don't know how to fix this, but we know how to fix it for them. So all we have to do is let them know what we do. So be sure that when you have your intake form, I do mine online, and you can private message me. I'll send you one of mine. But what happens is they fill out the form on my online intake, and I have a section there. What minor skin imperfections bother you? And I have check boxes: brown spots, broken capillaries, skin tags, all of the irregularities, so that any client that comes into my office and they check those off, I have carte blanche, and I'm able to market myself for the imperfections. I'm not going to embarrass my client or make them feel uncomfortable by saying, oh, skin tags, let me take a look. And when I reveal a few skin tags, I may also reveal a few other things that I'm sure they would have wanted me to point out. So make sure you get those on your intake form so that you have carte blanche in pointing those out and giving your clients the estimate. And those estimates are things that we go over a lot in Skin Classic pricing. So you can join our group, Thermolysis Skincare for Estheticians. A lot of that information is in there, also in your manual, the Skin Classic. So, okay, let me move on. And again, any questions, just let me know. And this is a big reason, right? I already went over this one. They have so much more money now because there's no tuition, no weddings, etc. So they've got lots of money for themselves. And that's when they start investing in things like good at-home products, some procedures in the office. Maybe they're going to start a little Botox or fillers. So this is when you want to grab these people when they're really ready to go and have a little bit more money, and they will be a loyal client. My clients love coming into the office. They know I'm going to keep them at a level of 0 to 20 imperfections. So I always treat their imperfections as I go along, just to keep them free and clear of that. So that's a goal of mine, to have those clients come in regularly, even if they're not like facial clients, microdermabrasion, microneedling, come in every so often so I can clean them up and have them look youthful. And senior citizens, it's funny, they don't always ask for a discount. So you don't need to discount your services for this group of people because, just like I said, they have disposable income. Of course, a lot of people do specials. And one thing that our providers of the Skin Classic love is Groupon. And I'm not sure if that's... yeah, the early bird special. You would think they would. Now, the only time I would do sort of a special is if I had a group of people coming, like a Skin Classic party. I've held Skin Classic parties at other people's homes. I've even held them in my home when I didn't have an office. So that way, maybe I would give a little discount, but generally people coming to my office, I just can't do that. And they understand it because they understand the importance of getting rid of these irregularities and keeping a more youthful look to them. This is something that always brings in clients for me. So when you get the slideshow, if you want this slideshow, boomers is what you need to put in the comments, and you will get all of the slides. We have a couple more like this, but our aging population, sometimes, and you ask any of your older folks, if they have skin tags on their neck, what their grandchildren have called them, or the grandchildren go to play with them or pick at them. So I always like this one. Grandma, you have a Rice Krispie on your neck. So older folks identify with this, and they don't want to be one of those grandmas. They want to be more glammas than grandmas. So we can clean up their necks, make them look nice and smooth and very youthful. I always found that when I pop this up on my page, I get a lot of notice, and people think, oh, yeah, right, I got to get in. So things like this can help your baby boomers also. So grandpa, he had a Cocoa Crispy on his neck. And so this is always very effective too. So I would definitely use these in my marketing, as well as that video in the beginning. So I'm not, I know a lot of people don't like the whole Groupon thing, and this is a little bit more technical. Okay. So really today I'm all about the guerrilla marketing, what you can do. That is super easy. But if it's easy for you to do Groupon, older folks love Groupon. A lot of older folks buy these because they just have, I don't know what Groupon does for them, but they always, some of the ones that feel like they want to get a deal, it's great. So when they come to you with a Groupon deal, they always have way more than what they purchased, and you'll always be able to add those on in that service. So I have trainings on Groupon in our group. So if this is something that you think you might be a little savvy on and would be able to do it, I would highly recommend it. When you go into our group, just go ahead and ask the people if they've been working, and I will tell you they work. So this is and has been one of our big secrets for the Skin Classic that really, really work. I wouldn't recommend it for anything else. Not an eyebrow wax, not a laser treatment, because this is a quick treatment. So time is money. This is one of the most effective Groupon procedures you could ever do. So another thing you want to do, guerrilla marketing, is to go where you can interact with potential clients. Potential clients, you want to be seen. You want to be in your community. There's lots of ways to do it without being super social media savvy. So I'll show you a few. It's easy as that. Okay, I know bingo sounds really crazy, but bingo is fun. And you know, the more fun you have, the more money you make. So that's one of my mantras. And I always have fun. So the more fun you make, the more fun you have, the more money you make. If you go to bingo, there's a lot of older folks there. That's where you get to mix things up. If you're a fresh face at a bingo, and I got to tell you, nearly every small town, any town in America has bingo. And now that the pandemic is like over, people are going back to bingo, and they've been dying to do bingo. And what are you going to see at bingo? Lots of hands, lots and lots of hands. So make sure that you show up at bingo. Besides, you might be a winner, you're going to get to know people. People are going to ask you what you do. And guerrilla marketing, you're going to have cards on you so that you can give them your card. You don't have to be a salesy weirdo. Just give them your card and let them know I'm a skincare professional. And if it was on your card anywhere that you might say got skin tags, maybe that's a good opener. Or if you go to bingo, be like me. Go ahead and wear your tag. Got skin tags. It will be an attention getter. And there will be a lot of people in that room that need your service. So I know that sounds crazy, but I got to ask you this. If somebody in the next month goes to bingo, please take a selfie, tag in our group, and let me know. I guarantee this will bring you clients. I went away once to South Padre, went to a bingo. I got like 3 clients, and I didn't even have an office. I was staying with friends. So then I had to do procedures. I'm telling you, bingo is a bingo. So, has anybody else done that? Has anybody here gone to bingo and talked about their services when it comes to, say, brown spots on the hands or anything like that? Let me know in the comments if you think that's just too crazy. I think it's a great way. So golf courses are great. I golf. Most of the gals that I golf with are a little older than I am. So they're baby boomers, maybe a little plus. So that's a great place. If you're a golfer, if you're not a golfer, maybe you want to, our next guerrilla marketing is making flyers. You know what? Baby boomers love flyers. They can go places and see something. They'll stand there and read it for a bit. Maybe they'll take one of those little pieces if you cut them up so they can take your number. I know that sounds so old school, but when you're talking about old school clients, that is the best. So you could be old school, make up a few flyers. And if it's a public golf course, yeah. But if it's a private golf course, a little hard to do that. But what I found in the private golf courses is something like this. I would install a sunblock in the ladies' room with a little card next to it, courtesy of RN Faces, and put my web address so that at least I'm offering a service, but not necessarily being salesy about it where they would kick the flyer out. So do something like that, maybe installing your sunblock. I have a private label sunblock, so that's easy for me to do. It's got everything on there. So that's something that as guerrilla marketing can work. You can do that anywhere. And sunblock is not all that expensive. And if you can get a little shelf talker in there, then that's even better. So these are just some really great little ideas to explore and become noticed in your community. I'm all about that, getting attention, as you know. But this is a great way to get attention in your town where people don't know you yet. If you're new to your town, this is something that I think is pretty good too. So a lot of communities are doing Zoom calls, like their meetings for town meetings, for whatever the messages are. If you hop on those Zoom meetings, if you start getting involved in your community, even if it's online on a Facebook page, because older folks are on Facebook way more than they are on Instagram, and your name gets noticed. And if you can be in these groups as your business name, that's even better. Like a lot of times I'm in there as RN Faces, not as Stephanie Gallo Halvik. This way, my brand name is getting out there. And if anybody has a question, they're probably going to private message me about my services. So again, getting out in your community, sitting at your computer is easy. And that is sort of guerrilla. That's like a new age guerrilla marketing type thing, but it's a way to kind of weave yourself into the conversation. Make sure that if you can contribute to the conversation without really talking about your business, you will be someone that is, seen and heard, and then people will identify with you. It really does work. So start thinking about that too. That's thinking outside the box and dropping off flyers. And like I said, older folks love flyers. We don't think about doing these things anymore. We've kind of gotten lazy. And I don't mean lazy because we're all very hard workers. I know that. I look at this list of people looking at the video right now. But we kind of forgot about that stuff. How nice it is to just put a stack of cards or a flyer someplace. Take your cards and take some thumbtacks with you every now and then and pop them up on a board where you see other business cards tacked up. And I'm going to show you a great place to place your flyers is at pharmacies. Now, this pharmacy in my town has like a community board. So if I wasn't putting my flyer on there, I would be missing out. And my flyer has, and I don't have my flyer here, but I'll get it for you, has some before and afters. So remember, before and afters are what sells and gets attention. So you can do that any way you can in Canva and make up your flyer, put it in a pharmacy where you're allowed to do community posts like that, and your business card, or even the old-fashioned rip and tear off of the flyer. You will be amazed. If you did these things in 1 week, you would be amazed at how many new clients would be calling you that you never knew, because guerrilla marketing with baby boomers works. Now, you know that Mother's Day is coming up. So Mother's Day is great. I see a lot of Mother's Day advertisements, they're going to be start to come up, whether it's a microdermabrasion, skin facials, all of that good stuff. But be a little bit more creative. And when you're making your ad on, say, Facebook, your flyer, whatever it is, try using the image of an older mother, not so much the younger mother with little kids. Get the older one in there so that they can identify with that. And when you do that, the children of these older folks will take notice and want to buy gift certificates from you. So corner that market quickly with your baby boomers. Have older folks in your advertisements so that you corner that market. Okay, so remember, everybody, right now, if you want the slideshow, make sure you got your name, Boomers. We'll go ahead and get you the slideshow. And okay, and then I'm just going to pick someone that's in the group for, let me see. Oh, maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. For the suction-free microdermabrasion tips, I'll kind of go through just a quick little thing. So these are medium grit. Medium grit, all three are, they twist on. The nice thing is the handle is identical to a lot of the handles that are on your microdermabrasion machine. This is not connected to a machine, but if you needed to use a handle like this, you could slip your silicone fitting into it. But this is used so that you can do a microdermabrasion on the go. I like to twist mine sometimes. It really gives that extra little abrasion in there. You can use it in the sweeping motions that you would normally do your microdermabrasion. See, you can use this and hold this exactly like you would your own microdermabrasion tip. You don't need to hold it any certain way. You can also use this if somebody has serum on their skin, or you can use them in the shower if you like. You can use that on top of like my Noramed BLT, which you've seen in some videos. It actually helps to get that into the skin a little quicker. And for me, time is money, especially my clients don't want to be on the table as long as well. So I'm doing them a favor too. So I love these. I retail these in my store for $89. And also my Got skin tags will be in the store later today. I know I'm expecting them, but I don't want to get them in there yet unless people can really order them. So they'll be in there too. So, and someone's gonna win one of these today. So, okay, let's see what else we have. That might be my last one. So I don't know if you guys have any other questions for me regarding Skin Classic guerrilla marketing. I think it's a very easy way to do things. It's old fashioned, yes, but this is what we used to do back in the day. People forget to do this. So, and if you like, you're going to get the slideshow at the end of the slideshow. If you're not like in my TikTok community or my LinkedIn or my YouTube, all of that stuff, please go ahead and connect with me, because sometimes, you might find a video that you want to use of mine. Anytime there's something that I put out there social media wise, please, if you are a Skin Classic provider, please feel free to have add it to your pages too. So, okay, so let's see, got skin tags, great, Boomers. Oh, great, everybody. Well, I certainly appreciate it. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to scroll, and I'm going to pick someone for the microdermabrasion suction-free tips. And we have Audrey Thorne. Terrific. So, Audrey, all you need to do is send me a private message with your name and address so I can forward that to my super duper assistant, Jackie, and she'll send you a skin RN Faces suction-free microdermabrasion tips. And so what I'm going to do now is, this is for this got skin tags. I love this thing because I wear this and probably really get my husband tweaked because I'll wear it even in the airport. I'm going to the airport today. I'm going to Boise, Idaho tonight. I'm doing a training tomorrow. And then I'm off to Alaska to do a training and then to Phoenix, Arizona. So I'll wear this all the time because it is a good attention seeker. And, I'm all about getting the attention, but for all the right reasons. Because you know what? If I see somebody today in the Pittsburgh thing and they're talking to me about it, I'm going to be able to refer them to an awesome Skin Classic provider in the Pittsburgh, Ohio area, or Boise, or even Alaska. So I'm going to Ketchikan. So I know there's no providers except the one that I'm going to train, and that's Ronnie. So I'm super happy to do that. That's going to be my very last state for me to get to. So, okay, so now I'm going to scroll for the Got Skin Tag pin. Let me get over here. And we're going. And Sandy Barrows. Wow, Sandy, awesome. I haven't seen you in a while. And you're actually hosting a Skin Classic this Thursday. What does that mean that you're hosting? Please tell me what that means. So, Sandy, go ahead and private message me so I can forward it to Jackie, your name and your address to send you this awesome pin. And I hope that you wear it in good health and get lots of clients from it. So everybody, thank you so much for watching with me while I am in Boardman, Ohio. I'll be bound for the airport in just a little bit, and I'll be coming to you next week live. So grateful for all of you guys, and thank you for all the support that you give me. I will see you soon, and guess what? I'll be doing a few more snippets while I'm at it here before I leave. So make sure if you're in our group, Skin Classic Masterclass, you go and check it in a little bit because I'll have some great little snippets for you, especially one from yesterday at the NASN Pro. Okay, have a great week, everybody. Go Skin Classic, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.